Lesson 18. Basic sentences. Listen to these sentences, then repeat them.
I'm a very fortunate person. I'm fortunate because I have a lot of friends. I was thinking the other day, my friends do all kinds of work. Walt Murray's an engineer. His profession is engineering. His field is engineering. He's an electronic engineer. Dick Stewart is a professor. His profession is teaching. His field is teaching or education. He's a professor of education. Mason Morley's a doctor. His field is medicine. He's a medical doctor. Captain Strong's an Army officer. Al Parker's a civil engineer. Jack Porter's a clerk. He's with the government. He's a clerk in the Department of Education. Pamela Hudson's an artist. She's quite a famous artist. And what am I? I'm an architect. Repeat, please. 1. I'm a very fortunate person. I'm a very fortunate person. 2. I'm fortunate because I have a lot of friends. I'm fortunate because I have a lot of friends. 3. I was thinking the other day. I was thinking the other day. 4. My friends do all kinds of work. My friends do all kinds of work. 5. Walt Murray's an engineer. Walt Murray's an engineer. 6. His profession is engineering. His profession is engineering. 7. His field is engineering. His field is engineering. 8. He's an electronic engineer. He's an electronic engineer. 9. Dick Stewart is a professor. Dick Stewart is a professor. 10. His profession is teaching. His profession is teaching. 11. His field is teaching or education. His field is teaching or education. 12. He's a professor of education. He's a professor of education. 13. Mason Morley's a doctor. Mason Morley's a doctor. 14. His field is medicine. His field is medicine. 15. He's a medical doctor. He's a medical doctor. 16. Captain Strong's an Army officer. Captain Strong's an Army officer. 17. Al Parker's a civil engineer. Al Parker's a civil engineer. 18. Jack Porter's a clerk. Jack Porter's a clerk. 19. He's with the government. He's with the government. 20. He's a clerk in the Department of Education. He's a clerk in the Department of Education. 21. Pamela Hudson's an artist. Pamela Hudson's an artist. 22. She's quite a famous artist. She's quite a famous artist. 23. And what am I? And what am I? 24. I'm an architect. I'm an architect.
Practice drills and exercises. 1. 1. Vocabulary. Professional fields. Repeat these sentences.
A teacher is in the field of teaching.
A lawyer's in the field of law.
An engineer is in the field of engineering.
A doctor's in the field of medicine.
A nurse is in the field of nursing.
An architect's in the field of architecture.
An artist's in the field of art.
A professor's in the field of education.
Page 150.
2. Using what to ask about occupation, nationality, and position. Take the part of Speaker A.
Statement of fact.
Occupation. 1. Ted's an engineer. 2. Jane's an artist. Nationality. 3. Maria's Spanish. 4. Eric's Swedish. Position. 5. Mr. Chang's the president. 6. Mr. Lowe's the vice president.
Listen to the model.
Occupation. 1.
What's Ted?
What's Ted?
What's Ted?
He's an engineer. Now you do the exercise, please.
Occupation. 1. What's Ted?
He's an engineer.
2. What's Jane?
She's an artist.
Nationality. 3. What's Maria?
She's Spanish.
4. What's Eric?
He's Swedish.
Position. 5. What's Mr. Chang?
He's the president.
6. What's Mr. Lowe?
He's the vice president.
Take the part of Speaker B. Give complete answers. Use pronoun subjects.
Statement of fact. Listen. 1. Mr. Watson's a scientist. 2. Mrs. Watson's a nurse. 3. Mr. Bellini's Italian. 4. Mr. Jennings is the president. 5. Mrs. Kelly's Irish.
Listen to the model. 1. What's Mr. Watson?
He's a scientist.
Now do the exercise. 1. What's Mr. Watson?
He's a scientist.
2. What's Mrs. Watson?
She's a nurse.
3. What's Mr. Bellini?
He's Italian.
4. What's Mr. Jennings?
He's the president.
5. What's Mrs. Kelly?
She's Irish. 3. Tag questions. Negative statement with affirmative tag. Take the part of speaker A. Form tag questions with rising intonation.
Negative statement. Listen. 1. Ted isn't here. 2. That isn't Alice. 3. We aren't late. 4. She's not Canadian. 5. Mary's not an artist. 6. They're not married. 7. It isn't noon. 8. You and Tom aren't going. 9. He's not a civil engineer. 10. Mr. Ling isn't Italian. Take the part of speaker A. Form tag questions with rising intonation. Speaker A, affirmative tag. Speaker B, expected short answer. Listen to the models. 1. Ted isn't here, is he?
No, he isn't.
2. That isn't Alice, is it?
No, it isn't.
Now you do the exercise. 1. Ted isn't here, is he?
No, he isn't.
2. That isn't Alice, is it?
No, it isn't.
3. We aren't late, are we?
No, we're not.
4. She's not Canadian, is she?
No, she isn't.
5. Mary's not an artist, is she?
No, she's not.
6. They're not married, are they?
No, they aren't.
7. It isn't noon, is it?
No, it isn't.
8. You and Tom aren't going, are you?
No, we aren't.
9. He's not a civil engineer, is he?
No, he's not.
10. Mr. Ling isn't Italian, is he?
No, he's not.
Dialogues. Listen to these conversations, then repeat. Dialogue 1. It's morning in the Watson household.
Is breakfast ready?
Yes, it's on the table.
French toast. May I have the jelly, please?
Isn't it on the table? No, here it is.
Wow,
What's the matter?
this coffee's hot. Dialogue 2. It's still morning in the Watson household.
Are you ready for breakfast, Ellie?
Yes, I want a bowl of cereal and some toast.
The cereal's on the table, and I'm making some toast now.
The butter isn't on the table.
I have it here, and here's the cream and sugar for your cereal.
Dialogue 3. It's afternoon in the Watson household.
I'm hungry, Mom. May I have a piece of bread?
Tommy, what's that all over your clothes? Why, it's chalk.
It is?
And look at your hands. They're dirty.
They are?
Now you go upstairs and wash with soap, young man.
Now repeat. Is breakfast ready? Is breakfast ready?
Yes, it's on the table. Yes, it's on the table.
French toast. May I have the jelly, please? French toast. May I have the jelly, please?
Isn't it on the table? No, here it is. Isn't it on the table? No, here it is.
Wow. Wow.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
This coffee's hot. This coffee's hot.
Are you ready for breakfast, Ellie? Are you ready for breakfast, Ellie?
Yes, I want a bowl of cereal and some toast. Yes, I want a bowl of cereal and some toast.
The cereal's on the table. And I'm making some toast now. The cereal's on the table, and I'm making some toast now.
The butter isn't on the table. The butter isn't on the table.
I have it here. And here's the cream and sugar for your cereal. I have it here, and here's the cream and sugar for your cereal.
I'm hungry, Mom. May I have a piece of bread? I'm hungry, Mom. May I have a piece of bread?
Tommy, what's that all over your clothes? Why, it's chalk. Tommy, what's that all over your clothes? Why, it's chalk.
It is? It is?
And look at your hands. They're dirty. And look at your hands. They're dirty.
They are? They are?
Now you go upstairs. And wash with soap, young man. Now you go upstairs and wash with soap, young man.
Practice drills and exercises. 2. 1. Mass nouns, using some to indicate an indefinite amount. Foods, bread, toast, French toast, butter, jelly, cereal. Other, chalk, soap. Repeat. Pronounce some with weak stress.
Some bread, some toast, some jelly, some milk, some cereal, some bread and butter.
Substitute the noun phrases. Listen to the models. May I have some bread, please?
May I have some bread, please?
Some toast.
May I have some toast, please?
Now do the exercise. May I have some bread, please?
May I have some bread, please?
Some toast.
May I have some toast, please?
Some butter.
May I have some butter, please?
Some jelly.
May I have some jelly, please?
Some cereal.
May I have some cereal, please?
Some bread.
May I have some bread, please?
Repeat these sentences.
Mother's making some bread.
Ellie's making some toast for us.
Please have some jelly.
I'd like some cereal, please.
There's some chalk on the table.
Get some soap at the store.
Page 154. 2. Mass nouns, expressing definite quantities. Repeat the words and phrases. Bread. Loaf. Loaves.
A loaf of bread. 2 loaves of bread.
Bread. Piece. Slice.
A piece of bread. 4 slices of bread.
Toast. Piece.
A piece of toast.
Coffee. Cup.
2 cups of coffee.
Butter. Cube. Stick. Pound.
A cube of butter. A stick of butter. 2 pounds of butter.
Jelly. Jar.
A jar of jelly. 2 jars of jelly.
Cereal. Bowl. Box.
A bowl of cereal. 2 boxes of cereal.
Chalk. Piece.
A piece of chalk. 2 pieces of chalk.
Soap. Bar. Cake.
A bar of soap. A cake of soap. 3 bars of soap. 3 cakes of soap.
Paper. Piece. Sheet.
A piece of paper. 2 sheets of paper.
Repeat these sentences.
We need a loaf of white bread.
Get 2 loaves of bread at the store.
That's certainly a big piece of bread.
I'd like 2 pieces of French toast, please.
Get 2 sticks of butter at the store.
This is a new jar of jelly, isn't it?
I eat 2 bowls of cereal for breakfast.
I need a piece of yellow chalk.
This is my last sheet of paper.
Three, count and mass nouns, definite and indefinite quantities. Student 1, use some with the noun supplied by the teacher. Student 2, give a definite quantity, more than one, of the noun. For mass nouns, use as appropriate glass, cup, piece, etc. Take the part of Student 2. Listen to the model.
1. Girl. Student 1.
Some girls.
Student 2.
4 girls. Now do the exercise.
1. Girl. Student 1.
Some girls.
Student 2. 2. Toast. Student 1.
Some toast.
Student 2. 3. Soap. Student 1.
Some soap.
Student 2. 4. Clock. Student 1.
Some clocks.
Student 2. 5. Coffee. Student 1.
Some coffee.
Student 2. 6. Farmer. Student 1.
Some farmers.
Student 2. 7. Glass. Student 1.
Some glasses.
Student 2. 8. Tea. Student 1.
Some tea.
Student 2. 9. Butter. Student 1.
Some butter.
Student 2. 10. Nurse. Student 1.
Some nurses.
Student 2. 11. City. Student 1.
Some cities.
Student 2. 12. Bread. Student 1.
Some bread.
Student 2. 13. Jelly. Student 1.
Some jelly.
Student 2. 14. Cup. Student 1.
Some cups.
Student 2. 15. Water. Student 1.
Some water.
Student 2.
End of Lesson 18.